Once again, I would like to introduce everybody to Friday.
Yes, if you're listening on release date, it's a wonderful, cold, warm, hot, sunny,
Wet.
stormy Friday.
Yeah.
We don't know because it's totally Friday. Damn it.
Totally Friday.
Oh, man, we're terrible with this facade.
I know. Right,
Yes.
so Friday today is Black Friday essentially around the world, which means you get the best deals on everything.
That's right, and there's good deals right now at tpublic.com. Just
Absolutely.
search 2c3pod podcast. Or follow the links on one of our many social pages on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
Absolutely.
Or one of the links on one of our many audio Q sites on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube.
Big summer blowout. Rip in.
That's right. George H.W. Bush beat us to it, but the USS Neptune did it first because it's time for 2c3pod questioning Morpheus. All right, keeping up with the theme of the trivia, I have a tasty one here for you, okay? He is the second director in history to have two films that were not in the same franchise reach $1 billion at the box office. The first director to achieve this feat was James Cameron.
Wait, say that. Hold on, I was gearing up for a different question. So say that again.
The person I'm making you guess...
An actor?
No.
Did you say?
He was the second director
Oh, right, okay.
to have two films not in the same franchise reach $1 billion.
These days, a lot of movies reach $1 billion.
That's right.
I keep going towards modern films, but...
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Talking...
MCU?
Both films in... No.
No.
Both films... No, because same series.
Yeah.
They're in the same franchise. Both films in the last 4 years.
4 years to reach $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Director. That's not James Cameron.
No.
I don't know.
It's my boy, James Wan.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 7 and Aquaman.
Yeah.
Congrats, James Wan. I know you're listening, buddy. Thanks for supporting the show.
I know it would have had to have been like one of like the more modern like sort of superhero franchises,
No,
obviously,
absolutely.
but I couldn't think of anything
be the
else.
same franchise.
Yeah, and James Wan has only done one superhero movie outside of like Star Trek Beyond, which was so dumb.
Yeah. But either way, I mean, hey, Aussie boy making good. Second director ever with $2 billion films in the same, not in the same franchise.
I think Wednesday's episode this week is like one of the only episodes where we haven't mentioned James Wan.
No, I'm sure I squeezed him in there
Did
somewhere.
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
because we're talking. Yeah, we spoke about Paul Walker being back, baby.
Oh,
and then I mentioned he died during making Fast and Furious 7. Which James Wan directed.
Okay.
So
you did
James
squeeze
Wan,
in there. Very good.
The streak's alive, buddy. You're still featured. But anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 2C3pod, our Friday edition if you're listening on release day.
Absolutely.
This is the episode where this week we're going to tackle Trailer Park, head down there, and we're also going to hit up Yasss or Pass.
Yeah, gearing you up for this weekend. If you haven't got your weekend planned, we've got all the latest movies to come out later this week. As of yesterday.
And come out today and beyond.
Absolutely. And if you're wanting to know what's coming out in the future, definitely check out our Trailer Park because we're going to be reviewing all of the latest trailers of the week.
That's right.
My name is Dylan.
Yep.
Along with my co-host.
And I am Mitchell. That's right. And I think it's time we head straight down to... Oh, that's right. I hear them tractors calling because it's time to head down to the Trailer Park.
That was a cow.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Better Sue. Anyway, yes, this is the segment each week. Every Friday, we review the freshest trailers for the week and the films that are coming out in the next couple of months.
Yep.
So, and we'll give them a Big Summer Blowout, Big Summer Blunder rating and see whether or not we think they're going to be something special.
Alrighty, Mitchell.
I'll rip it off. Rip it off? The Band-Aid?
I was meant to say the Band-Aid, but I didn't say it. I said rip it off.
Honestly, this week, as opposed to previous Trailer Park weeks, this week is quite a rip the Band-Aid off one because there isn't any real standout. So we'll jump straight into it with The Call of the Wild.
Call of the Wild.
Harrison Ford stars in this adventure film about an old dude who wants to explore and travel or something or go to dangerous places. Along the way, he meets an incredibly CGI dog who looks real, but is just so obviously not a real dog. Called Call of the Wild, but there's nothing wild about the amount of green screen involved. Also starring Karen Gillan, Don Stevens, and Bradley Whitford, coming 21st of February to the US.
Harrison Ford in a movie like this it's got to just be for the paycheck. The fact that he hasn't shaved for it, this is probably one of the laziest movies he could possibly choose to do.
That's exactly what I mean about the green screens, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, he just spent probably 3 months on a soundstage.
Yeah, absolutely. And for an old guy, like, I get it, but at the same time, like, he's got to get paid, and he's obviously a phenomenal actor, so no matter what you put him in, he's going to, like, act his heart out. But at the same time, we all know Harrison Ford is so sour towards Hollywood and cinema and filmmaking these days, and especially with the fact that he has to work with a CGI dog, considering there are so many movies out there with actual dogs.
Exactly. And that's where this one, like, lost me the second I saw that dog. Because, okay, I understand the concept, okay? Old school explorer man wants to go and check out dangerous places or something, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Meets a dog along the way, and the dog becomes his best friend, and they go on these adventures together.
Yep.
But the second you see that dog, and it gives you, like, a bit of a human look, and and it was like, really? And then I just only could focus on the dog.
Yeah.
And it just looks so bad.
Yeah.
Like
in the final product, the dog may look fine, but the fact that it is CGI, you can't look past that.
No.
And I get it's probably cheaper, and well, maybe not cheaper, but easier these days rather than training an actual dog.
Yeah.
Because when you're filming these kind of movies, you need multiple of the similar looking dog. Like Marley and Me, one of the best, like, animal movies that have come out the last number of years. Right? Or tearjerker. That had like 4 different Marleys or 5 different Marleys.
No, exactly. You know? And that's understandable. But this one, if they... See, that's where this one... if it had a real dog and just acted like a real dog and didn't have all these stupid human cues in that. Like, like right at the end of the trailer, he said something like, "You sleeping in my bed" or something. And the dog's literally like... You know, like, gives a cheeky, like, look off to the side, like,
like,
really,
you're a fucking dog.
Dogs don't do that,
no.
Okay? If it wanted to sucker me in, have a real dog.
Yeah.
Just have a real dog and a real man.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, at this stage, Harrison Ford may be CGI'd. I don't know.
At this point,
maybe this is a voice role for him because honestly, the dog does look incredibly real with the CGI, but they ruin it with the face.
Yeah.
This is like The Lion King with Harrison Ford.
That's right. I think like the CGI is good and these things look really good and they can do it these days. And if they don't do it now, like, I mean, obviously it's gearing up and the technology will improve over time. So in another 10 years, they will probably look seamless.
Yeah.
What gives it away though, and it's the same with CGIing human characters, is the movement and the animation. Yeah. Just no matter how meticulous you can possibly be, it's just not as natural.
No, that's right.
Especially something that's furry. That's one thing I've noticed with like video games and animation is hair.
Yeah.
I'm super particular with it.
Yeah.
And it's just not quite there. It's too wavy. It's a bit surreal. I mean,
right. And
one day, but for now, it's not quite there yet. They can keep making these movies and do CGI dogs till their heart's content. I just won't see them.
No, that's exactly right. But in particular with the hair, like you said, this one is fully set outdoors in the elements. Like, so, I mean, there's no escaping the fact that it's not going to look crisp.
Yeah.
But just to me, the eyes and the facial movements of the dog, it's like, this is like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
This is like Scooby-Doo and Rowan Atkinson. Like, it's just, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy it. Big summer blunder all around because I don't even see this making bank.
No, probably not. It may make its money back.
Harrison Ford's still a draw, but not to the stage where he can carry this movie by himself with a fake ass dog and make money. So big summer blunder in my opinion.
Absolutely. Moving on to the next one, which I'm not quite sure whether this will be a big summer blunder or a big summer blowout or not. It's kind of on the fence. I believe it does have a bit of popularity behind it, but the movie is called Emma. The next adaptation from the renowned novelist Jane Austen comes Emma, a period-set comedy surrounding a young and I assume rich lady named Emma. Not much to take away from the plot other than it's about love and lols. Starring Anya Taylor-Joy, Josh O'Connor, and Bill fucking Nye, comes Valentine's Day 2020.
Yeah, now this one was a teaser trailer, so it really didn't dive into any like huge plot points, so there's not much to take away. But
when you say period piece, it's like set in Victorian times.
Yeah, I'm talking, 1700, something like that.
I'm not too good with my history in that sense, but Bill Nye is like usually pretty great in everything he is in.
Man, yeah. There was the opening scene in the church where, what was he says? He says, innocence, and he's like, innocence. Yeah. Innocence?
That joke I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this looks like it may be appealing and there may be a lot of that kind of comedy, which I really like because I pick up on enunciations on things. I fuck up my enunciations a lot.
Really? Dramatization, dramatized.
Dramatized.
Yes.
I have
tell
that
me
in the
about how
notes
you're
there.
pros at that.
Yeah. But when I hear other people doing it, like that kind of joke, because they play on that, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
But the rest of the film, I don't know whether this is going to be stock full of these kind of jokes.
Well, Well, that's the thing. When I saw Jane Austen, see, I'm not a huge Jane Austen buff. Please don't slay me, author people.
Yeah.
Novel fans, book readers, that's the one. Novel fan, book readers. I don't know what you do. But I'm not sure what her style of writing is, but they're very much so in everything I saw about this film, pushing it as a comedy.
Yeah.
So I have hope that it could potentially be full of those like light-hearted, tongue-in-cheek jokes.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I might actually enjoy this.
Yeah, I'm sure I will too, but this will be a passing on a streaming service kind of watch for me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. When it comes down to Yasss or Pass in the future in February when this comes out,
yeah,
I'm probably going to give it a pass.
Yeah.
Or maybe a Yasss, but there's something better.
Yeah.
But either way, I could see this being a big summer blowout critically.
Yeah.
But as far as box office goes, I see this being a big summer blunder.
Yeah.
It probably will make bank and have a comfortable run, but at the same time, yeah.
One thing I do want to shout out, though, is the main actress, Anya Taylor-Joy. Now, she's obviously quite a young actress who's made a very good name for herself over the past few years. She started her career in 2014, essentially.
Damn.
Couple of years younger than us, American-born, actress, of course. She was one of the main actresses in Split.
Oh, yes.
With James McAvoy.
Oh, she was too. She was one of the high school chicks. Yeah.
That's right. She was also she also returned to play in Glass, and she's been in a few other movies as well. I believe she was in The Witch, which is like a critically acclaimed horror film over the last number of years, which I still haven't been able to sit through the entire thing because it is so to the point.
Okay.
I really need to sit down and give it a proper watch because the characters, they speak so well for their particular time period. It's hard to understand them because they're so good at it.
Yep.
But her as an actress, she's really good, and she's playing the leading role in Emma. She is Emma. So
she's Emma.
That alone and Bill Nye is enough to sell it for me, but it's just because it's set in the particular time period I'm not a huge fan of.
No.
Don't know much about Jane Austen. Sorry for those people who are fans.
Novel readers. Novel fans. That's the one. That's the technical term.
Books and stuff. Yeah.
Bookworms. Yes, but no, yeah, like I said, I think this could be worth a watch at some stage, but for now, I mean, the trailer's come and gone. I wait for a full-length trailer.
Yeah.
All right, moving on, we have Antebellum. In this first teaser trailer, there's not a lot to go with, but from the producers of Get Out and Us comes this thriller seemingly about a novelist who gets trapped in one of her scary books and... But honestly, I don't know. I don't know. The trailer didn't give much away, but given the pedigree of the production and from what we were seen in the trailer, it looks creepy as hell. Starring Janelle Monáe, Gina Malone, and Eric Lang, coming April 2020.
I really liked Get Out, and I really liked the idea of Us, although I still haven't got around to seeing it yet.
Guilty.
This looks like it's going to take another shot at that kind of genre and cinematic style. In terms of the story, it looks kind of supernatural in elements. I'm not really quite sure what to take of it.
No,
as you've written in your description, it's hard to tell what's really happening.
Well, as with Emma, it was only a minute and a half teaser trailer, so there's not a hell of a lot to go off yet. But I did hear that the story was following that African American woman in the beginning of the trailer. Yes. And she's a novelist of some kind or a book writer. I'm not sure on the technical term. Yes, but apparently like she gets trapped in one of her stories or something like that.
Goosebumps.
Well, yeah, to a degree. But like as we saw right at the beginning of the trailer, I thought that was really cool. How you go back period kind of piece with slaves and stuff, and you got the white guy trying to lasso a black person on a horse
cotton
kind of
field
thing.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, in the cotton field. And then she looks up in the sky and sees a plane like almost like staticky stuttering along. And I'm like, oh, that's like showing that element of like she's trapped there, but she's still in the modern world kind of thing. Like,
I saw some of the comments on the YouTube video from the trailer and people are saying it looks like it's going to be like a time travel sci-fi kind of thriller.
Oh, and before I forget, I just wanted to jump into, like you said with the supernatural side.
Yeah.
Once she got to like that hotel, I immediately was like, Shining.
Yeah.
There was some very Shining vibes later on in it.
So as we said, the teaser trailer are distributed by Lionsgate, of course, who are usually, struck gold with almost everything they do. This movie trailer doesn't give away a great deal, but it leaves you intrigued to understand exactly what's going on. But if you are familiar with Get Out and Us, you're familiar with the kind of writing that you are going to expect in this film. There are going to be twists and turns. It will be centered around African-American characters, of course. I've got no problem with that. It got me thinking, though. I think I brought this up a few times, like, I just hope that this movie doesn't follow the same suit as something like Get Out and go whole hog that like the villain is a white man.
Yeah.
Because there will come a point where these movies, which center around African American characters, they in themselves will turn around and become a bit frowned upon and be like, hold on a minute.
Yeah. Why does... Yes.
I don't believe Us does that.
No.
But Get Out does in such a brilliant way. And I praise that film. It's an amazing film. I have no... Like, it just seemed like all of the antagonists or villains I saw in this trailer were all white folk.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure whether they're going to hone in on that or it's just part of the story. I have no idea.
That's right.
I mean... we deserve it. But in saying that, I just hope they don't like create too many of these movies where they're going full against it. Because the whole point of this day and age is to try and revert racism and eliminate it.
Exactly.
When it keeps getting brought up is the reason it's not going anywhere.
Yes.
So I'm really looking for... Your chair just went down.
Yeah, I tried to adjust it to go up and...
It went down.
That didn't work.
Anyway, so I'll carry it for a little while until you get set. I'm really looking forward to this. It looks very intriguing.
Yeah, no,
I love the
absolutely.
cinematic style and the cinematography and the storytelling.
Yeah.
I'm sure the characters and actors will do fine.
That's right. And like I said, in
the
the description, the pedigree behind the studio, the story making. Yeah. No, big summer blowout.
Absolutely.
All over.
Yeah. Cool. All right, it's my turn, isn't it? I better go back to the notes so I know what the fuck I'm reading.
That's fine.
This one had me very intrigued. Not as much as the last film. I feel that the last... Actually, no, not the last one. The one after this is probably one of my most intriguing.
Yes.
But this film is called The Wolf Hour. During the notorious Summer of Sam in 1977, a once icon of counterculture has become a recluse and shut herself off from the world. Now with killings and a heat wave, she becomes the target of someone playing knock and run on her door. We're all familiar with that game. When will the madness end? All jokes aside, though, Naomi Watts looks to give a powerful performance about a mental breakdown and running out of Zuper Dupers, coming 6th of December in the US.
Oh, gosh. Take a moment to appreciate Zuper Duper.
Yeah.
You want to know how I got these scars? Anyway,
Naomi Watts is an actress I haven't seen in a great deal of films, but everything I've seen her in, she's been good at.
Yes.
I feel this is more of an artsy film.
I feel like, to a degree. But I feel like Naomi Watts in particular, I know they're like best friends, but she, to me, has always been in Nicole Kidman's shadow.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I feel like they've been coming along on the exact same plane, but she's always just that notch below Nicole.
I definitely understand exactly what you feel.
Even though they're like best friends and there's no bad blood there, it just always feels like that. But in regards to the Wolf Hour, I don't know much about the Summer of Sam.
Nope.
Apparently there was some kind of killing, and then the person was teasing the newspaper as being the son of Sam or something like that. And
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But either way, this trailer has a very Fight Clubby machinist vibe.
Joker vibe?
A very dirty vibe.
I got Joker vibes from this because she's a recluse who's a bit like down on her luck, skinny, smokes, a bit rotten. Living in a society which is gone mad. Yeah. And there's murders and it's dark. The power goes out. It's hot.
It's very hot.
There's a heat wave going on. So it looks like it's set in a very interesting time.
Being an Australian, she was probably very comfortable on set.
Yeah, it's probably like 30 degrees.
Yeah, she's probably like, fine. Could you guys turn the AC off? I want to act here.
Yeah. So I feel this movie is going to be quite good.
Yes.
I hope they don't go too hard on the artsy fartsy stuff because I feel like that can sometimes kill a film.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I feel like this isn't going to break the box office. No. This could be one that goes to Avoca Beach Picture Theatre.
Absolutely.
Like one of those like
Marriage Story
grinding dirty films that doesn't like make huge box office records. But in saying that, honestly, the trailer, it seems like she's going to play this character to a T.
Yep.
Like, she definitely seems like she knows what she's doing with a breakdown, and I'm not saying that in a personal dig, she's been there.
It does seem to take a lot of elements of mental health issues, especially with being secluded and surrounded by...
Yeah.
I got the feeling that there was going to be maybe not mental illness, but the sense of paranoia, where she's unsure as to whether the events around her are actually taking place or whether she's going a little psychotic. I'm really interested in that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing in particular with the knock and run, because they have those buzzers on the apartment where it's buzz, and she's and then you put your finger on the speaker to say, "Who's this?" And then it was just going, like nothing. Yeah, and that just builds and builds, and it seems like she's going to fucking mental breakdown.
Yeah.
But like you said with the comparisons to Joker, this one's different in the fact that like Arthur Fleck was still trying to be a part of society. She's like not. Locked away.
Yeah.
Like she hasn't left her apartment in like 10 years or like something like that. Like, it's been 10 years since she's been a part of society. So, but she's got a bird's eye view being on one of the top apartments of all of this breaking down around her. So that's playing into a factor, like all of the, So it looks like it's going to be a pretty fun film. Big summer blowout, personally.
Yep, I think I'm really going to enjoy this, but whether it brings any money in, I don't have no idea.
Big summer blunder financially. I mean, it may make its money, and that's all it needs, but critically, big summer blowout, I truly believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, on to the next one, which really sparked my interest.
Yes, it sparked my interest, but not in the ways of, oh my God, everybody, this film's going to be amazing. It's like, this looks fun.
Exactly, yeah.
So we have Feedback. A late-night radio host gets the wrong kind of in-studio guests when one night, live during his show, some masked creepy guys decide to hold his producers hostage and torment and torture them. Eddie Marsden plays the host in this horror thriller about the wrong kind of feedback you want being in the public eye. Well, here, you get it. Coming 17th of January for a limited US release.
Eddie Marsden is the kind of actor who I see every now and then, and he's always a secondary character, but he's always so good.
Yeah.
The last thing I remember seeing him in recent history was The World's End.
Yeah.
And he was great in that film. And obviously he's been in a lot of other films, but him being a leading man, I'm really looking forward to this film.
Yeah, absolutely. And also the concept as well. I mean, there's been plenty of like, you know, public eye torture movies kind of things in that. But just the plain concept of he's just a radio host, his producers are there, and next minute he's like, what's going on? And then there's these guys in these awesome looking creepy skin masks, basically.
Yeah.
And they're literally just holding them hostage, and they pass along the message that the show goes on. If anything interrupts it or blah, 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 we're going to kill these people.
Yeah.
Like simple as that. And then there's a hell of a lot of drama and action in between.
There's a few moments throughout the trailer, though, that makes me think that this isn't just your typical sort of teenage slasher horror flick that it kind of makes it out to be, because there is a moment when the masks that they are wearing, when they're speaking to Eddie Marsden's character, where the mouths actually move as if he's hallucinating or freaking out.
That's right. It looked almost like a CGI head.
Yeah.
Like the whole
thing.
thing.
I have a feeling this is going to have more, as you said, horror, but mainly thriller elements where... You know, the big reveal at the end may be the fact that this guy is just losing his fucking mind over his job, and he starts murdering everybody, and in his head thinking that there's somebody taking the place hostage when it's actually him. Something along those lines I feel is going to happen.
Yeah, there's more to this, like you said, than just a slash 'em up horror film. Yeah, exactly. There's going to be something around here, like a nice little twist or something like that.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's got a vibe for me. Like, have you seen Repo Man?
No, not for a very long time.
Yeah, but I know that one had the names behind it, but like a Jude Law and was it Forrest Whitaker?
Forrest Whitaker, yeah.
So those ones had the names, but this one, it just kind of feels like one of those dirty horror films that just goes under the radar. Like, it's good, but it doesn't make any waves, and it just,
But the people who know about it are going to really enjoy it.
Exactly, that's right. Like, because I really enjoyed Repo Man. Check it out if you can.
Absolutely,
It's a really cool concept.
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about Repo Man.
I could.
I really could. All right, welcome to 2c3pod Repo Man edition.
Yeah.
No, but so I think Big Summer... I'm going to say Big Summer blunder on both schemes, because I could see this going very wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not going to make much money because it's got a limited US release.
It could do something different. It could do something unique. And it also could be completely cliche.
Plus, that's right, exactly. This could just be the next Repo Man. But no, Eddie Marsden, though. I'm all about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Next one is an interesting one.
Oh, my God.
But for all the wrong reasons.
I'm glad you ended up with this one, because I feel like this is,
Yeah, so...
I feel like you're going to say, like, this is Oscar-worthy. Like, I don't know. There's part of me that's like... You're just going to pull something out here.
Okay, so before I read the description, I just want to give a little sort of just explanation as to how this trailer made me feel.
Oh, God.
So let's say, for example, the trailer goes for 2 minutes or however long it goes for.
Yeah.
The first 2 minutes the first minute and a half of
the whole trailer. Like
the first minute and a half of this trailer make me feel like this is a legitimate film with a lot of effort and skill and writing gone into it. And then the last 30 seconds, just go full hog, cheap, direct to DVD,
yes,
piece of shit,
independent cash grab, like, yeah.
A hunk of crap.
Yes.
Yeah. It just completely fucking derails. Now, this movie is called Beyond the Law.
Oh.
In a city full of crime, one man will go beyond the law. Legit the tagline for this film in the trailer. Very cliche, low budget, dirty cop, mobster crime movie. And if it couldn't get any more cliche, it's a Steven fucking Seagal film. Even the movie trailer voice, it even has the movie trailer voice going like, coming to you soon. Looks like a movie. Coming to definitely only the US, December 6th.
Yes. Now, when I watch this one, I normally like to sit there, watch the trailer in full, process for a second, then I go about writing.
Yeah.
I was watching this, and as soon as like snippet of action, and then in a city full of crime, like it popped up on the screen, snippet of action. One man will go, snippet of action, beyond the law. I paused it, wrote that down, and laughed so fucking hard. This could possibly be, and I am not exaggerating, the comedy of 2019.
Yeah,
because
the unintentional comedy of 2019.
Everything about this screamed so dirty, low budget, shouldn't exist.
Now, I'm not sure if there's something that you do know about that I've just
God.
pulled up on the screen now.
Is that legit?
This is Charlie Sheen from 1993 TV film written and directed by Larry Ferguson called Beyond the Law.
Oh, wow.
Looks like he's got a bit of chub around his cheek. He looks like he's got a bit of a mullet happening there as well.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't quite know.
It's also got Michael Madsden.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but I don't quite know whether the Beyond the Law 2019 is a remake that nobody asked for. But listen, DMX.
Yes.
So DMX is a rapper from whatever decade.
Yeah.
He plays the lead character in this film. However, Steven Seagal, of course, is the front and center character on the box art.
I feel like, so he's the front and center character, Steven Seagal, but I feel like he's only going to be in this for maybe a combined, 20-minute screen time.
That's what I mean. Steven Seagal
because he wasn't in the trailer either until, more than halfway.
Yeah, and then he's doing these really weak, really lazy kung fu fight sets. And this, listen, Steven Seagal was great at Once Upon a Time, but people caught wind of his bullshit pretty quickly. He's the most illegitimate guy you could ever see on screen.
Oh, 100%. But also, it's not just that he was lazy, it's that he probably can't even pretend anymore.
Yeah.
He can't do this anymore. He's old.
Yeah. Old
at
people
least
can...
Arnie isn't still trying to beat people up.
Yeah,
he's just there for the one-liners.
Old people can still kick ass when they're fit, but this guy is he's gigantic. He's never really held his weight too well.
Yeah.
But did anybody ever believe that Steven Seagal could actually fight hand-to-hand combat the way that he tried to make him out to be in terms of martial arts back in the day? But even this trailer just makes it look like there's something about it that just seems so shit, and it's cut together to make it look like he's doing these quick twists and turns and punches and jabs and shoots, and it's just fuck off.
The best part about this whole trailer, like we mentioned with the movie guy voice, is the fact that he goes, Steven Seagal, DMX, Johnny Mesner, Beyond the Law.
And that's it.
And I'm like, man,
that comes out of nowhere as well. That comes out at the last 30 seconds of the trailer.
There was absolutely no warranting having that guy come in and record that.
No.
Because somebody watching this trailer and then hearing Steven Seagal isn't going to make anyone go, oh my gosh, this is the Charlie Sheen we wanted. No, but I just had a dig. It's not a remake of that. It's just not? Coincidence that they're both the same name. But also that Charlie Sheen one from 1993 looked fucking terrible.
Hey, it's a TV...
Charlie Sheen is Beyond the Law.
It is a crime TV show.
No, TV film.
Yes,
which
TV
is probably
film, sorry.
Slightly better than direct-to-DVD, this piece of crap.
Exactly. But
slightly.
Undercover cop who infiltrates a group of whatever.
Outlaw bikers.
He has long hair, a big mullet. He's got a goatee, just like Steven Seagal.
Oh, that's DMX on the bike back there.
So Beyond the Law, big summer blunder on all fronts. This movie looks complete rubbish.
This might change your tune though.
Okay.
Steven Seagal and DMX previously worked on 2001's Exit Wounds together, so they're rejoining the band.
Exit Wounds isn't a bad movie overall. That's actually quite a good movie, but it is still pretty rubbish. Just like Steven Seagal's entire career.
Yeah, big summer blunder all round.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, so that takes us to the second last on the list this week.
Yeah.
Would you like to do this one, or do you want to do the improv at the end because we haven't written notes for the last one?
I'm terrible at improv, so...
All right, so take it away.
This next film...
I'll by default make the last one my double wide as well because it actually looks pretty fucking good.
It does, yeah. But this is the second last one on the list, so don't be so excited for this one. But
woo down. There's still two more.
Absolutely. 2 more.
Yeah, this one and the next one.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Well, this one. Yeah, cool. The next one is called it's just called Most Likely to Succeed.
Not good at improv, not good at reading.
Nope. A documentary 10 years in the making that follows 4 high school students who graduated and were voted most likely to succeed by their schools, following their paths into the real world and how all of that panned out. Spoiler, 3 of the 4 love meth now. Ha! Lol joke. Looks intriguing. Definitely only US release 6th of December.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think have approved of or been excited for one documentary in the entirety of this podcast's existence.
And that still rings true.
Yep. I was going to say, is this going to change your tune? But no.
This movie's about the people I fucking hate.
Yeah. The popular kids.
Well, they're not the popular kids. They're the fucking nerds for starters. But like everybody...
most likely to succeed, not most likely to get a blowjob later. Yeah.
That's right. But either way, like the trailer follows... Like the movie essentially follows these people's lives throughout the next 10 years after being considered the most successful whatever.
Most likely to succeed. So these people have the most potential to do something crazy with their life.
Yeah, or like because they had great educations, great friends, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
In my personal experience, going to high school and doing all of that, it's the people who were not considered to have the most success by their school are the ones who fucking made something of themselves. That's
right. See, I was waiting for this to have a plot twist where, oh, by the way, that one guy became this NFL star or something like that. Like, did something crazy, or this dude makes films in Hollywood now. But no, they literally all seem like they just have boring office jobs.
Yeah.
And they all get a girlfriend or get a boyfriend. And that's
whatever.
it. And I'm like... Okay.
They waited 10 years for these people to become the most average human beings on the planet.
I feel like this concept, I was like, oh, I'm intrigued by this. But then as I watched the trailer, I'm like, nothing interesting is going to happen. And I'm going to watch 10 years of somebody's life becoming an adult.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to relive the shit we've done. Like, that's right. If they followed me, it would be the most fucking vanilla movie for the last 10 years.
I understand and I appreciate the effort that goes into like following a person's life. Like, I love when you see those videos on YouTube and Facebook where like somebody takes a photo of their child from the day they're born all the way up until they're like 10 years old and like follows that progression. I think that's cool. And I think the idea of following these particular people, you know, over the few years to see where they end up is an interesting idea. But when the end result is the most average, bland fucking thing you can think of, I mean, you can't anticipate that anybody...
No, of course. And I feel terrible for the filmmakers that they dedicated 10 years to this project.
Yeah.
And the best thing about it is that one of the guys' names is Disco.
Yeah.
That's literally it. I was like, wow, Disco. That's cool.
But that also may be the point too, that when you're considered the most successful to succeed in high school, it doesn't mean everything.
I feel like it's going to get... I feel like / also, I really hope they sat them down after 10 years and said, so, you fucked up. Your life is shit.
Yeah.
How do you feel? And just have all of them crying, just being like, yeah, we fucked up. And then there's a suicide.
Yeah, that'll
never know which one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch you.
Or they'll turn around and be like, maybe they're all like, okay, no, we will continue to do this because we need money and we need some kind of payment from this film.
No, that's right, exactly. And I honestly don't think they're going to get shit.
Yeah, because we're not going to be spending our hard-earned cash on this film.
They were, big summer blunder, but they were probably 17-year-olds handed a contract to be the star of this documentary for 10 years, and their payment was like 2% of like gross revenue from domestic theaters in like Boise, Iowa. Like just like something like that, so they get like $4 each.
Something written in the contract.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Cool. You guys watch me have sex.
You'd make more money off that, honestly.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. It should have been a real life 10-year porno.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every time that person have sex, sorry, we need a camera in there.
Absolutely.
Like, I would go and watch that for about 5 minutes until I got sleepy.
Most likely to succeed.
Yes.
Looks boring as hell, and I don't care.
No, unfortunately, like we said, the concept seems intriguing as hell, but man, there's nothing to go here.
No.
All right, so we go to my default double wide of the week, but also I think it's going to deserve it, honestly, because it looked fucking good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are going to jump into the true history of the Kelly gang.
Yeah. Now, this is a localized
It's localized,
story.
but it's like it's a cross-British production because I'm pretty sure every actor besides Russell Crowe is a Brit.
Not only that, but I'm pretty sure the entire world does know who, at least knows
that's
the
right.
name
Yes.
Ned Kelly.
Yes, that's right. Ned Kelly is one of the most notorious killers in the history of ever.
Yeah, Mick Jagger. Heath Ledger.
That's right. Yes, thank you. Yes, but no. This movie basically tells the story of how a man started a tin can factory.
Yep.
And they became the most stable tin cans, and now used by Campbell Soup in America.
Yep.
And found out that his business was in trouble when he started putting holes in the cans and slits in the cans. But outside of that, looks like a wonderful joyride of a film.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No. So the story of Ned Kelly, as we said, one of the most notorious. Why am I forgetting the name of what he's called? Like what were they called? The outback people, like the bush people. Bush people with tin cans on their
My
head.
Australian history isn't so fresh at the moment, but you know, like it's got an incredible cast. Charlie Hunnam, Russell Crowe,
Bush Ranger.
Yeah,
Ned Kelly and his Kelly gang as they flee from authorities during the 1870s.
Yeah, now anybody who knows the story of Ned Kelly, he's an Australian icon essentially standing up to authority, which nobody's been able to do quite well ever since. But at the time, he was made very famous from his bulletproof outfit. He's got the iconic sort of tin helmet, which was kind of bulletproof, but I'm sure it would have been fucking loud on the inside.
No, that's right, but you've also got to remember back in 1870, the guns weren't as powerful.
No, they weren't. But they could still kill you, of course.
No, that's right. So Ned Kelly was famous for gathering up his crew of misfit thieves, basically, and criminals, and decking themselves out in this tin-plated armor, and then on his head just literally had a tin bucket, basically, with a slit around his eyes. And everyone was shooting at them, and that's why they were so successful.
Yeah.
But he's gone down as one of the most notorious, just cold-blooded killers. He just didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, this cast is amazing as well. You've got Nicholas Hoult, you've got Charlie Hunnam, Russell Crowe, and I'll tell you what, the MVP for me, just by looking at this now, is the guy who plays Ned Kelly, George McKay.
I don't recognise that name.
He's been around for quite a while. He's an English-born actor. His mother was English. His father was Australian, so he's got that connection to Australia. So that's good. But he seems like he's going to play this like a psychotic monster.
Yeah.
You know, like the previous adaptations of Ned Kelly, they've been real but not dirty. Like they've told him like he's a person. He, in this trailer, just looks like a fucking animal.
Yeah.
He just looks like a guy who's like, I'm going to fuck y'all up.
It depends on like the level of history that they're going for, because as I said, I'm not...
It's based off a novel.
Yeah, because I'm not overly up to speed with Australian history. Ask me 10 years ago and I'd be able to give you the full lowdown, but it's been a while since I've been at school or read a book about it. So whether Ned Kelly was animalistic like the character is portrayed in this film, I have no idea. But this adaptation looks really interesting and unique.
I was going to say, that's not what we're here for. We're not here for the fact.
No.
We're here for the story.
Yeah.
And so far, this trailer, if you have a look, True History of the Kelly Gang is the one we're talking about right now. Look up that trailer. It's going to be, for our Australian listeners and viewers, it's going to be a Stan exclusive. Mm-hmm. And it will be premiering on Australia Day. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
That's right. And this adaptation, whether it's fact or fiction, I don't care.
Don't care.
It looks like fucking fun.
Yeah. Looks like a real good
time. It really
time.
does. And the cast is outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm all about this, man.
Yeah.
And shout out to Courtney. Courtney, who actually sent me the message about this trailer dropping today, right as I turned up to your house.
Because we added this to the list very last minute. I'm glad we did, because the other trailers, they look okay, but this looks very intriguing.
I don't think any of the other trailers looked okay, man. There wasn't one that I came out, like, I mean, I guess feedback a little bit, but...
Yeah, there was nothing that really wowed us like this.
There was no new big ones, but this just dropped and...
Now, if you go into... Now, this is something that we talked about before recording, and that is the fact that because this movie is set in the 1870s, essentially, this, in terms of Australian history, we're all second-class citizens, convicts, essentially, from the United Kingdom, UK, Britain, whatever you want to call it. So the fact that this has Nicholas Hoult, Charlie Hunnam, and like British actors... That's fine, and that's fitting. That works. It's okay.
Yeah, we discussed that off air, and especially being in the 1870s, I know that we were settled in like 1780s, but there's still a
heavy
lot of
influence
that
of British
culture.
Yeah.
That's right. And they were still policing us with British guards, basically. So
Yep.
the fact that Charlie Hunnam and Nicholas Hoult, they both play detectives, sergeants, whatever you call them, I'm okay with them being British.
Yeah.
Like, there isn't like it's not an Aussie feel. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it fits.
It fits to the time. It fits to the period. And let's be honest, it's an Australian fucking production with Charlie Hunnam and Nicholas Hoult.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what it comes down to, is we get a localized production that we're excited for with international actors. The sad part, it's premiering on Stan, so we can't see this in the movies and go and see another Australian film. So that's the disappointing part. But other than that, I'm all about this.
Absolutely. It looks like a
story
great
looks
time.
amazing. The Russell, we barely even touched on the fact that Russell fucking Crowe's in this.
Yeah.
Playing like the guy who basically creates Ned Kelly, because Ned Kelly's like his little slave boy as a child.
He plays a character named Harry Power. So if you're familiar with the history, that's who he plays.
Well, he might be a completely fictionalized character, but
Could be.
From the trailer, you've got the young Ned Kelly, and he's basically telling Ned, kill this bastard, like, because he's basically a slave boy, basically.
Nope, Harry Power was certainly a real dude.
All right, there you go. Look at that.
And Bushranger, you were right.
Is that Russell Crowe? Or?
No, that's the actual Harry Power himself. So Russell Crowe does...
A little joke there.
Yeah.
A little joke, because it doesn't look like Russell Crowe.
Hey, he's got the beard.
Beards. That's why I got confused.
Yeah.
But either way, Harry Power basically plays... He's got Ned Kelly as a little slave boy, and he's like, kill that motherfucker, kill him, and then he kills him, and then Ned just turns the gun on him and is like, what? And he's like, you cheeky bugger.
Yeah.
Fucking well done.
Fucking well done.
You beaut. Yeah.
You beauty.
We really need to emphasize our Australian accent on the podcast.
Chuck a shrimp on the barbie.
Fuck. Dinky Dory.
Dinky Dory do. Yeah. Anyway, that's been Yasss.
Yeah. No, that's been Trial Apart.
That has been Trial
We'll
Apart.
see you next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you next Friday. But
it's time for Yasss
or Pass.
Excited or blinded. I just didn't want to hear us miserably saying it.
Yeah, I'm not pressing the button this week.
Yes. Anyway, it is time for my second favourite part of the week. Yasss or Pass. Excited or blinded.
This is where we gear you up for the weekend.
Mm-hmm. These are the films that are coming out this weekend to theatres, and maybe you've got the thought that you're going to go to the theatres this week, or maybe you're not, and maybe we can talk you into it.
Absolutely.
And I guarantee this week we won't.
Alrighty.
Except for one, actually.
Yeah. Now,
That's
the first
right.
on our list that's making its debut this week after a previous screening, which we were lucky enough to see last weekend, comes out.
If you've listened on Wednesday, you know where we're going with this.
Yeah. Worldwide.
If you haven't, stop right now, go back, listen to that entire episode, then come back to this point.
What he said. Worldwide release of Knives Out. If you want to hear our entire thoughts about that, we've got a video up on YouTube. Go listen to our previous podcast episode. It's all there. Spoiler alert, we think it's good.
Yes. And it's definitely well worth your time. So that's the big ticket item this week and the one we would be seeing, but we've already seen it. So you beaut.
Absolutely.
Go and check out our thoughts.
We get to see something else this weekend, which
I know.
I'm looking forward to, because we're not going to see any that are on our list for Yasss or Pass this week.
That's right. If we have the time, it will be Two Heads Creek, because we were excited for that, an Australian comedy horror. So that's the plan. But maybe one of these can change our mind. Or yours. Kicking it off, we have Frozen 2. A fascinating look into Steggles and the frozen food market, taking a deep dive into the reality of what you're eating and feeding your children. This documentary doesn't hold back and will have you on the edge of your seat as you see how the food we all consider normal starts out as fresh but becomes the frozen food we all know and love. Sequel to the 1986 Oscar-winning hit documentary Frozen 1, Ice Cold, starring Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel, and Josh Gad. In theaters now.
You did that perfectly.
Thank you.
Bravo.
You're crying. Oh
yeah, because that was really fucking good.
Thank you.
Now,
yes.
Okay, so Frozen 2. Now, we all know that, processed chicken comes from baby shredded chickaroos.
That's right. Yes.
So
chickaroos, was it?
Chickaroos.
Yes.
So I have chickens in my backyard and I call them chickaroos.
No, that's understandable, and that's the technical term, actually.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that I'm more concerned about in this is the process from them becoming chickaroos and turning them into the nuggets.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm worried about the feather being taken out and not being used for the correct pillow.
Yeah.
So is this about the frozen food market or the pillow industry? Because I'm lost.
Well, see, the movie demonstrates that the feathers taken from the chicken is transformed into pillows. But then the meat from the chickaroos is then turned into nuggets.
Now I want to know, what about the turkeys?
Well,
What?
well, it is this weekend for our American listeners. It is Thanksgiving.
That's right.
So, I mean, if you're into, if you want to know where your turkeys are coming from for this Thanksgiving, go check out Frozen 2. It's
Frozen
in cinemas
2.
this weekend. As we said, it's an amazing documentary.
That's right.
It tells a really fascinating story of how your food gets from a live animal
A farm
to your plate.
to the plate.
Vegans beware.
Just make sure if you're taking the children, it is rated R for really, really accurate.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, just take that into account. But personally, this is a pass.
Yeah.
But I'll probably end up seeing this with my daughter because she loves some nuggets. My son, not so much. He's grown out of it.
Well, she's going to get a very frightful look into how chicken nuggets are made and how bad they are for you.
Now, the big question out of this, that probably the reason I will see it, is what's the dino nugget made of?
Well, see, you've got the dino nugget, and then you also have Smileys, but they're potato, aren't they?
Yes, but that is still a processed frozen food.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, Steggles may be the focal point, but they still go to the McCain factory and check out the potatoes.
I don't know what they're coated in. But the chickens is all like when you get the chicken nuggets as well. It's not just straight up chicken. It's also mixed with other particular chemicals, which this film explores.
The real victim out of this is Ingham's because they missed out on the bidding.
Yeah, interesting film.
What's your opinion?
Well, I think it'll be quite interesting and informative. And as I said, vegans eat your heart out because you're going to break your heart over this film.
That's right.
Coming to cinemas near you.
Well, it's in cinemas right now
as we speak.
Yeah. Your verdict?
Pass.
Yeah, pass. I thought you might be a pass, yes, and I would be a pass. But if it wasn't for my children's love of the frozen foods, then I wouldn't be going to this.
Well, see, I don't have children, so it's not often I eat chicken nuggets because I'm not really into processed chicken of that nature.
You like to get your chickaroos fresh from the backyard.
Yes,
but
exactly.
Anyway, so moving on, we have the second one on our list this week, Martha, a Picture Story. In this actual documentary, 1970s New York, Martha Cooper was a photographer who was one of the first to capture graffiti on camera. She became a pioneer of street artist.
Yeah.
Blighted.
I haven't seen the trailer. I don't know anything about this. I don't know whether what you wrote down has anything to do with the actual movie.
That's legit.
Okay.
I mean, they're all legit, but this one's like legit.
Yeah.
Jinx, pour me a Coke.
Pass.
Yeah, no, I'm blighted, man.
Oh.
Even if this comes to a documentary, like on TV, I don't care. It's about a person who photographed graffiti. So we're going to watch video of a person photographing pictures on a wall.
You know, I would much rather watch a documentary based on like maybe not a gang, but like a group of people, in the 70s or whatever, who maybe started graffiti.
Well, she does become a pioneer for that becoming a accepted form of artwork kind of thing. But at the same time, it's not like she was wearing bandanas and calling people Crips and shit.
It's not happening.
Yeah,
so,
gang, you know.
Yeah, so I don't really care about Martha, and I don't think I'll be interested in the next one either.
Oh, man, all right. But I'll happily jump into it. Mrs. Lowry and Son, it will be playing at the Regal. No fucking surprise. But anyway, the story about the artist, L.S. Lowry, and his mum, who tried to tell him not to be a painter and stop following his dreams. Joke's on you, Mum. There's a fucking movie about me now.
Bitch.
Thank you. Starring Timothy Spall and Vanessa Redgrave. Okay,
wow,
so
Yasss Pass this week is super fucking light.
Yeah, well, see, Knives Out, we've already seen it, so it took the biggest ticket out.
Yeah, so out of the 5 movies, we're still yet to discuss one. I think that Knives Out will be the biggest hit